All right, hello and welcome to the first episode of the Glass Cannon gameplay, where I'm going to be trying to build a glass cannon starting from Tier 1, Wave 1, which is right now. I believe this is going to be a very hard challenge to do. On my main account, I still have yet to achieve a glass cannon build, so I don't entirely know what I'm doing, but I'm excited to look into what this is going to be. My objective by the end of 1 year is to obviously have a fully functioning glass cannon build. The metric I'm going to use is hopefully using only attack upgrades and ultimate weapons and econ that I'm able to achieve one thing, and that is get into the Legends tournament. Now, I understand that's something I can't even do now, but I'm curious to see how long it'll take. There are five main builds or steps and systems that you use at different stages, starting with your defense absolute, moving into your EHP, then into a hybrid system, and then in the mid to late game, there's many different strategies. These Orb Duo and Blender are two of the most popular ones right now. The final stage is your glass cannon, which is that you have so much damage output that you don't need to rely on any defensive upgrades whatsoever, outside of maybe energy shield, the wall, things of this nature. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to focus on defense absolute. I'm not going to focus on my EHP, nor a hybrid build, nor a mid to late strategy, but solely focusing on glass cannon right now. So I'm excited to see what this is actually going to look like, how much time it'll take me, how much patience I'm going to have to gain. I'm assuming I'm probably going to die here right now. So we'll look through kind of what's the strategy and what I need to upgrade. All right, so let's take a look into what are we going to be purchasing in terms of our workshop upgrades. Attack speed is going to be a huge priority for us, along with damage. We won't focus critical factor and critical chance immediately. Eventually, we want to get all of these upgraded. I'm actually going to leave all these defense upgrades the way they are. I don't want to purchase anything else. I don't even want to have the opportunity to buy defense absolute. Moving into our econ, these are going to be huge focus, especially when we're able to unlock that lab. And ultimate weapons is going to be the key focus of how we can excel in a good glass cannon run. If we head over to the store, see, I have yet to claim things. I will most likely end up buying this disabled packs if people are interested. In the series, I'll go ahead and grab this starter pack and epic pack. And until I see some interest in that, I'll just hold off. I won't end up buying any of these. Grab some 40 gems here. Fantastic. We'll look at grabbing those in a second. What to look for also. New account started this morning here, April 9th, as of when I'm recording and when it leads my account. I'll just quickly talk about what cards we're going to be specifically looking for. There's going to be four that we're going to be looking for. It's going to be the cash bonus, the coin bonus, and then the attack speed and damage are going to be the four primary ones we're looking for. We're really looking for this coin bonus, if possible. So without anything else, I think needing to be talked about, let's see how far we can get when we do an actual run here. All right, well, a few things happened while I was recording, but didn't get captured. The first of the important news was I actually got the attack speed card, which is one of the four I was hoping for. What this does is it just multiplies whatever my attack speed is. And I'm super thankful for this. I was hoping for the gold coin, which I do still think would have been the better one. However, this is going to extend my runs very, very far and will really help me when I get the lab speed, lab for the attack speed. Excuse me. In terms of things I bought, again, still not going to be purchasing any defensive upgrades. Didn't pour any coins into my attack. But I did unlock my coins per kill bonus, as well as my coins per wave, which I upgraded to 2. Important, we did get to wave 10, which we died to the boss. However, we got 49 coins. So we can round and say we got 50 now that we've just thrown in our coins per wave as 2. We can assume about 70 coins per wave, which is fantastic and excellent. So I'm going to do another run here. We'll just kind of see how things go. I think I immediately need to pour one into that every time. I forgot to do that last time when we died. So, and here's the other benefit too, is we can also put some money in here even after we've upgraded. So what you was 2 is I'm going to turn this into 5 hopefully by the end of this wave. Yeah, I should pay for it. One off, we'll pay for it. Why not? We'll wait. So that's my initial econ system just for when I'm going to level 2. One thing I want to discuss and talk about is why I'm doing glass cannon and why now, why it's such a bad idea. I kind of brought that up on why you want to follow a defense upgrade, which is usually around right here. And it's because the requirements are you need minimum 20 cards, 20 card slots, around 800 trillion coins a day from farming, 42 coins from your lifetime. You want to have like a 65,000 stones per lifetime to upgrade all your ultimate weapons. You want to have all 9 ultimate weapons on very low cooldown, as well as having the ultimate weapons plus. Safe to say I have none of those. We have, let me just pause this real quick. We have one card slot unlocked, and that's it. So we're in a bit of a bad situation in terms of where most people are at. But I think that's what's all the challenge. I think that's what's going to be all the fun for this whole series. Another thing I wanted to mention was I will be using the health and health regen. I don't think it's possible without health and health regen because of the ranged. I don't even think I could get past wave 20 without it, just because of ranged enemies. Later on, we'll run into vampire and scatter, and if we have 5 hit points, we will just die. We won't be able to get to our upgrades that are needed, which we'll find later on down here, which is the bounce, the multi-shot, the light shot that we'll actually unlock from the milestone section. I believe it's tier 7, wave 10 or something like that, which is going to be very, very helpful. It's just how fast these are going to travel. So that will be very, very helpful. Ooh. It's kind of close. Kind of cutting it. So yeah, last time we made it to wave 10. Hoping we can go a bit further with this one. Hoping we can kill the boss. I doubt it. But we'll see how much coins. That's what I'm really interested in, is how many coins we're able to gather. And that's pretty much going to be the whole game, is how much coins can I collect. I really got to find out when I get this lab, though. I would really like to unlock the lab. If not, it just means I get to save up more coins until I do, which is only good for me. Should probably put a bit more into my health before I get done. So had I not killed that ranged enemy, my assumption would have been, probably would have been down to 12 or 13 hit points, which would have killed me had I not had any health to begin with. So we'll see. Here's wave 10. Boss is coming in. If everything gets in before this tanked enemy might hurt, as long as we don't get a range, we could be fine. Again, close, but not our goal. 86 coins. So that's perfect. 86 coins. Gonna go 1 there, 1 here, so I don't have to upgrade that right away. And what that's gonna do is just gonna allow me to pour money back into that. And I'll bring this back up, and then by wave 2, I'll put all my money back in that. So we'll finish this run up, and then I will just do some runs until I have found and unlocked the research, the lab. Then we'll come back. Hopefully everything is, we can have a bit more fun time than what we are doing now, is getting to wave 10 and dying. I probably am going to have to spend a fair bit more coins into the attack speed and damage here. I'll get that all figured out, and I will I'll give you my final run when I've unlocked the research. All right, I don't want to get my hopes up too much because I have been here before and died on wave 29. But as you can see from my gem increases, it continues to go up. I've been doing this for a little bit of time now. I just have to make sure that this gets above 108 by the time wave 30 comes around, wave 129. I should be fine. So fingers crossed everything can continue to stay and go well. Just barely over that. This goes, hopefully this goes to 108. This will come up to 102, match this. This is going to be really close, actually. But if I can get to wave 30, we can finally unlock the lab, which will then be tremendous in our ability to move forward. I think I'm going to miss it. Maybe not. Okay, got the upgrade. There's that 108. We just passed that. I know we just sit and pray. Hope for the best. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We just unlocked labs for ourselves. It is so huge. We're going to get killed by this boss, though. Doesn't matter. We got our labs. We can begin upgrading everything. Took a lot more upgrades into my health than I would have thought. But the good news, that is wave 30, which means we've just unlocked the lab. So excited for this. That is so good. You can see I didn't even put anything up into my attacks here. Did put a lot more into the cash and the coins. Still no ultimate weapons there. Let's go ahead and unlock a lab. Fantastic. Now we get labs. First immediate lab, game speed. We're going to just star this one as we research that. And then we're actually going to unlock a second lab right away. And we're going to find that attack speed. That's the other key one that I want to get done and doing. Another one, I think it's important to get health researched as well as the damage researched. These four are going to be the early four. Lab discount, eventually we'll move into that. Cash bonus and coin bonus we'll also get into later. I'm not sure if it's even worth it to be doing these. I know that late game they don't give you much. But that is super, super important. We just got that. Do another one of you. Could do auto queue. I just don't have the coins for it quite yet. That is tremendous. That is some huge news. So we just unlocked labs and research. I'll continue to do a couple runs, continue to get things upgraded, and hopefully by next video we can be starting to look into our first tournament and our first event. So I will see you guys then.